I mean, you have to train a child to paint too.
Wait, but you know they use medicine. Like they've documented elephants eating plants that induce labor that African tribes use, and then they found the elephant doing it. There's published papers on this.
What?
Elephants use medicine.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of plants that they find induce labor?
I wish I remembered the name of it. I was just looking this up because somebody told me and I didn't believe them. But there's a plant that helps induce labor in some African tribes that they chew when mothers are like right on the cusp of giving birth. And this one researcher found elephants eating a ton of this stuff and then having babies, and then went back and studied it again and again.
Wow. Elephants might be able to self-medicate to induce labor. Wow.
Like, this world is wild.
God, that's so interesting. They know that the elephants have been trained, right? But
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
so trained to make that specific image, but still, try getting a dog to do that. It's not going to be able to do that. How smart is that damn thing?
I mean, that's the thing. I think what I'm struggling to get out here is that you can train a dog to do very complex tasks, like a sheepdog, or like that guy who has 400 different things, and he goes, get the ball, get the sponge, get the thing. But like that to me is still a gimmick. Whereas like the fact that they have culture, the fact that elephants have taught other elephants that you can chew on this when you need to have a baby. It's like they have shit that we're not realizing.
Right.
Like we just look at them, we're like, oh, they're giant grass-eating octopus face things, like with butterfly ears. Like, cool, why not?
Right.
But it's like if we spend that time, or the fact that they do the low vibration communication where they can communicate through the earth, where they rumble, and they can send there's water over here, come, and like we can't hear.
What are they doing when they're doing that? They're pounding on the ground? Like how are they?
No, they're rumbling, and they're sending through those. So they're an elephant's skeletal structure. Like it's like the foot is up, and so the whole bottom of their foot. I once had an elephant step on my foot. And it doesn't hurt as much as you think because it's very soft under there. And so they can actually rumble and transmit information.
So they shake their body?
No, it's inside of them.
And it transmits it through the ground.
Yeah, and vast distances too, miles and miles.
Wow.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. No. This is elephants can communicate in a way that we can't hear using the earth.
Is that the sound of it?
So this is. I mean, there's obviously some other. You can hear that low frequency rumble. It's very low.
Wow.
It's like a whale.
They're like avatar creatures,
There's
right?
another one.
Look at that. How
Yeah.
crazy they are.
Wow. That's amazing.
And they're talking. This is great. We should always have this soundtrack on. I love this.
Yeah, I should go to bed to this.
This is like a warm blanket. This is wonderful.
Yeah. You know how people sleep with the static sound? Sleep to this. Oh, what dreams you would have.
My God. Don't lose this link. I'm going to listen to that tonight.
That's amazing.
That's
I did
great.
not know they did that.
Yeah, but the fact that they're transmitting, I don't know. I actually don't know how complex it gets, but that they can be hey, there's water over here, guys, or that there's simple communications. I know vervet monkeys have different calls for aerial predator versus lion versus whatever.
Yeah.
So they actually have a type of, dialogue. They can
Yes.
talk to a degree. It's
I've heard that monkeys even trick each other. Like when some monkeys are going after fruit, a monkey will make the sound of an eagle, and then the other
get
monkeys will
everybody
take off and then they'll run and steal the fruit.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Deception. Deception in the monkey community. Yeah, it's wild, man. That sound thing was incredible.
Beautiful. That was really awesome.
I have this monkey video queued up you wanted to show a long time ago.
Oh,
Which one
yeah.
is it?
Hell yeah.
Good time? Okay.
We were talking about the things we eat in the jungle, and I was telling you about the bamboo and the things and the other things, and I wanted to show you. This is one of, let me just set this up for you. This is one of my friends who used to be a logger. This is one of the guys that's been at war with the uncontacted tribes. This is his daughter, and she's 6. This was the other day, and I found her sitting there, and I said, "What is your favorite food?" She went, "This," and then I just watched her rip into this thing and just.
Favorite food is monkey?
Yeah. Yeah. In the beginning of the video, I'm like, "What's your favorite food?" She's like, "Monkey."
Oh my God, there's something so bizarre about watching a child eat a monkey head.
I mean, she's really getting into that
Yeah.
shit. She's in the tendons in the brain.
Oh, boy. Did you try monkey?
Yeah. No, I helped her with that because she couldn't.
What does monkey taste like?
I mean, that not very good because they just like throw it on the fire. But if
But
it's
they like it.
if it's prepared okay, and again, I always get like a barrage. I get that thing where people, it's like I've devoted my life to protecting the rainforest, and then people are like, how could you pick up that snake? You were torturing it. It's like, you got to deal with those people, and it's like, yeah, we eat monkeys, guys. Like in the jungle, like when you're hanging out with local people, they eat monkeys. And if you're at their house, you eat a monkey too.
How often do they eat monkeys?
All the time. All the time, man. But no, somebody handed me a plate not that long ago. We got to this community. We actually went with jungle keepers. We were like, we get to this community, and they come out with macaw feathers and robes on and shit. They give us this bowl, and they're like, welcome, eat. And the bowl, we looked at it, we were all like side-eyeing each other. We're like, oh shit. And it had a monkey hand, it had a piece of a tapir, it had a piranha, and it had the foot of a yellow-footed tortoise, which looks like Bowser's foot from Super Mario. Like it was this big, scaly, gnarly thing with rice. And they were like, welcome. And then like, yeah, you can't be like, ew. You have to be like, thank you. And you're like eating this bowl. It's like new at the zoo. It's like, guys, I really wanted to protect the animals.
What does the foot taste like?
The foot was the best thing in the bowl.
Really?
Yeah, because the monkey hand was like sinewy and disgusting, and tapir. I feel too bad eating a tapir. I don't want to eat a tapir. That's it. So I was actually able to use the foot, like those big scales, like there's claws at the end. So you could actually kind of use it as like this giant spoon for the rice. And so we were all just like sitting there in this really, really remote community, worrying about getting shot, and just like playing with all the different animals in our bowl. And, like,
And you have to eat it all, right?
I mean, you got to eat it all. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
look like a stupid gringo. If you don't.
Right.
You know, because all the local guys are like, dude, give me your foot, give me your foot. Can I have the hand? And they're like, do you want the balls? And they're like, somebody give me tapir balls. And like, everyone's fighting over everything. And so like, if you're like, no, thank you, it's like, well, you're just not, I want them. My reputation right now, I'm like, I want to be seen
Yeah.
in with them, respecting their way of life, their local customs.
How many monkeys do you think you've eaten?
I'll tell you when we're off the air. Nah, I've probably a handful of times had monkey. The sickest I've ever been was from monkey as well, because they left it out all day. They don't have refrigeration.
Oh boy.
So somebody cooked me monkey, and then I ate it, and then I walked out back, and I was like, "Is that the other half of the monkey you just cooked me?" And they're like, "Yeah." And it was like covered in flies, and it was like it'd been out all day. It was completely rancid. So it's basically I just ate roadkill.
Oh boy.
Oh, this one got some controversy, man. This poor little Dyra is just trying to eat her dinner, and everyone freaked out.
And what is she eating there?
It's a turtle.
A turtle?
Yeah.
And people are mad that she's eating a turtle?
Oh, the comments section on this are garbage fire. So she was, I'm literally, she was just eating dinner. I was just taking a video of her. But I mean, people were like, how could you let her do this? And I was like, let her eat? But she's adorable. She's so tough. She actually, I saw her the last time I saw her. She took an axe and she like broke open this log and she pulled out this grub that was bigger than my thumb. And she was like, eat it. And I was like, I don't want it. And she was like, why not? And I was like, you're 6. I was like, because I don't want grub right now. And she just took it and bit the pincers on the face of it. And she like bit the pincers off. She was like, what about now? And I realized this kid was like, you afraid to eat a grub? So then, of course, I ate like 10 grubs, and I was like, "There, okay." And like we had this, like, but like she's tough like that. She grew up in the jungle.
Challenging you.
Yeah,
She senses that you're a little bit of an outsider.
yeah. Like I didn't. She was just like, "Are you as comfortable with this as I am?" I was like, "Oh, I was not prepared for that." It's like, let me put down what I'm doing and eat more grubs than you, kid.
What's a grub taste like?
Brainy grass. It's mushy. The worst thing about a grub is that if you don't cook them, and you just like, or when you start to cook them, when the nematodes come out of them, the parasites that are living in the grubs come out.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing seems to happen usually. I think.
Do you have to cook them?
You should cook them.
Was she cooking them? Was she eating them?
No, she was eating them like popcorn. I couldn't keep them. I've all these videos of her just eating it. They're hysterical. And then they had a baby. He's got a baby. It's like an infant, and the mom is popping them in the baby, little tiny soft ones without the pincers, but she's popping them in, and like the whole family, like it was like you got popcorn at the movie theater. It's like you couldn't fight over it fast enough. Everybody wanted a grub. And then she just picked the biggest, gnarliest motherfucker with the gnarliest fangs. And she was like, put this in your mouth.
Are they nutritious?
They're very nutritious.
Really?
Oh, they're amazing, yeah. No, and if you cook them, they are delicious. Suri.
Really?
Yeah.
They're
really good.
sweet?
No, they call them suri.
Oh,
They
sweet.
they'll stick a bunch of them on a stick and then fry them and stuff. There's a
And
bunch of
what does it
different
taste like when you fry them?
things. When you fry them, it's crunchy. It's good. Like that, I guarantee if you blindfolded somebody and fed them fried grubs, they would be totally stoked about it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're delicious. Shout out to Roy Riquelme for making the best fried grubs. Yeah, no.
So that could be like a menu item. Some
Yeah, no.
exotic
Yeah,
place.
like you
Oh,
go to
there they
Peru and like,
are. There they are.
oh, they're still
cooking
alive.
them alive on the skewers.
Yeah, but like
Wow.
I've seen like the way people give like a baby a lollipop or something.
So this is like a market
Oh.
where they're just cooking them on the market.
Yeah,
These guys
Yeah,
seem
these-
to be enjoying it.
dudes
They
are
do
fun.
look kind of tasty.
yeah.
Wow.
Let's eat grubs.
Dude, you have a fascinating life.
A weird life.
It's pretty weird, but it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, well, dude, I've been waiting so long to say thank you face to face, and I mean it. Thank
Oh,
you
my
so
pleasure. Well,
much.
thank
it
you.
really altered how things went. I appreciate you altering the entire course of everything and making it possible to protect all those heartbeats. It's a crazy place. You should come see it sometime. You and
Listen,
Lex.
it's my pleasure, and I thank you for what you're doing, and I thank you for coming here, and I hope more people will understand and more people will get involved now because of this,
Yeah,
because of this
no.
conversation. I think they will.
Yeah, let's save an entire river. That insane carnival of life. Let's protect that entire
Listen, I
thing.
think we could do this kind of show a bunch of times too. So like anytime new things are coming on and new things are happening or anything you want to talk about, let's do it.
All right, man. As soon as I
I-
get some
I
weird
really
new parasites, I was actually thinking of trying to keep the botfly.
Oh,
I was like, we're gonna
God.
take it out on her.
No, it's no need. A video's
You
good
sure?
enough. I'm positive.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
we'll
unless
get
you
you
want to eat it afterwards.
Jesus.
Show me how tough you are.
Yikes.
Do they eat botflies?
No.
They cook them? No.
Oh no, that's taking it too far.
They cook tarantulas. I know that, right?
Tarantulas apparently taste like crab. I've never
Yeah, that's
actually
what I've
had
heard.
one. I mean, I've eaten pretty much everything, but I've never had a tarantula. Apparently, David Good's people, the young mama, can do that. Cook
Yeah.
up some nice tarantulas.
Well, listen, man. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for everything that you're doing. It's courageous. It's amazing. It's inspiring. It's really interesting. And your book, which is available right now.
Forgot.
Yeah, I'm listening to it on audio right now. It's incredible. So thank you. Thanks for being here. Let's do it again.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. All right. Bye, everybody.
But one thing I was worried that you were going to ask me was that, and you lead off with that. So here's what
An
happened.
actor does it.
So he has a beautiful voice.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Theo Vaughn, Austin, Texas. What a pop you got last night. That was a lot of pressure.
That was a lot of pressure.
They went crazy. One of the nice things about these shows that we do is that no one knows who's going to be on them. These Joe Rogan and Friends shows. So like, it could be a surprise. You were surprised last night.
Yeah.
And we got video of it. Is it on the Mothership Instagram? Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Does they have a pop? All right, here we go.
It's your day to die.
Bro, you got a standing O. What's up?
Crazy, dude.
You spent the first 30 seconds of your set high-fiving people.
Blood, gore, and victory.
Come on, son. Look at this. Look at this.
It was crazy. Some dude threw some semen up at me, I think.
Real semen?
Like in that movie, Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, I don't know if it was
Mix.
real or not. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I mean-
the guy locked in the cell.
Yeah, I batted it down. I respected it. But yeah, dude, that was awesome, man. Thank you. Congrats.
My pleasure.
Congrats, because I remember last time I was here, we went and, you walked me through, and you're like, this is where the light's going to go when you go on. Like, you had
Yeah.
everything to
How
a
long
T.
ago was that?
That was last July.
Okay. So last July, there was that we hadn't even raised the floors yet, right?
Y'all were just talking about it.
Yeah, that was before we lowered the ceiling and raised the floors. That was so you got in when it looked like a movie theater. Still looked like the old movie theater, right?
Yeah, I think you were just talking about adjusting the floor heights and doing something like that. Yeah, dude, it was all. I mean, that was crazy. That was a highlight of my. That was a highlight of my life, I think.
Crushed like a toy.
I think so too.
Because you get to be a surprise. Like, there's not as much surprises anymore in the world, you know.
It's true.
So to have a moment where you're like part of a surprise, I think it felt really
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
good. Yeah.
So when you were there, it was all rough and everything was, just beginning. So you were there the early days. It's weird to be in there now because, I don't want to sound crazy, but I feel like that place has always been there.
More that come.
It's weird.
More that fall.
Like the club has always been there.
Yeah, the club. It's like it was waiting for us. Like a Stephen King book, for real. Like that. I've never been in a building that felt more like it was conscious. The place feels
Send you all to
conscious.
your graves.
My daughter's into ghosts and shit, and she has this thing that she puts on, this headphone that's connected to some box, and someone will ask questions, and the box will pick up like random signals, and you're blindfolded and you listen to this. And so they do this to test places for ghosts, and she says that place is haunted.
She said the club is.
Yeah.
Line up and
Oh,
die,
I
demon.
believe that. I could see it being haunted. Probably.
She's also 12.
Well, I'm older
At the
than her,
time.
but I would agree with her probably. I mean, I could see there being. I will say this: it felt like there was some kind of. It felt. I can understand when you say like this feels like it should have been there over time in history, like it's already like was just supposed
Yeah.
to land there, you know.
That's what it feels like. It really
That's
does.
it. Come to
It
your
was
Otosan.
cool, man. I walked into the green. It was just crazy. There's like that big snake is like in the. There's like a
Akio
snake
says
in the
die.
table.
Yeah.
And then they had Ron White is sitting there, you know, and then Tom Segura was in there, Dave Attell was in there, Louis Katz,
Crazy.
Ian, I don't know Ian's last name, but it was dude, it was awesome, man. And just to see it come to fruition, I think that's the thing that was really exciting. It was like, wow, like if somebody thinks about something and they're really focused on it,
Get out
that they
of my
can make
face.
something real.
You can actually make something happen.
Yeah.
And I've never done that before. This is the first time I've ever done that.
It was, yeah, I think it was inspiring, probably in ways I don't even realize. Because sometimes you get inspired and then it like just hits you later, you know. But
Yeah.
but it was awesome, man. Thank you. It was cool.
Something
My
worse.
pleasure.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
Akio.
you guys are making it happen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
Yeah, it's but you know, I always kind of knew you could do something like that, but actually doing it, and actually watching it take place, and doing it like relatively low stress. It was relatively low stress, like it's, except for a few issues that you have to deal with at the club. It's not a big deal,
Yeah.
And
y'all don't have food, right?
Yeah, that's a big
Oh, all the condiments and all of that just stains everything and gets on everything, I feel like.
Not only that, you get roaches and all kinds of other shit.
Roaches love ketchup, I bet.
Do they? Everybody
would.
loves ketchup.
Yeah.
I like ketchup on hot dogs.
Oh, dude, I bet if you could really get it out of a roach, if you fucking tickled him hard enough, he'd tell you he liked it.
I like relish. Relish is my favorite. Yeah, but we got food next door on both sides of us.
Yeah,
We
they got everything.
Shitty Mexican food and shitty pizza.
Yeah. Just what comics deserve, too.
We got some good pizza last night, though. They got some good. I'm not eating it, but Attell got something from some high-end pizza place. Hoboken something pizza something.
He's the funniest, man. Yeah, they had a lot of ghost stuff. Like, I grew up in Louisiana, right? And so ghosts and stuff was a big part of the history, especially in the South. I think...
What do you think a ghost is?
A ghost? Probably just some busybody that just didn't get all their stuff done.
Ooh, they were lazy when they were alive, so they hang around after life. You know what it's like? It's like those dudes who would hang around the high school after they already graduated. Like, what are you doing, loser?
Yeah, look at this ghost over here.
Yeah, look at this ghost.
Oh, they had a dude who would bring, who was always dating, like, an underage chick, and he'd come and, hand the McDonald's over the fence at our school.
Oh, God.
Oh, and everybody...
How old was he?
Oh, everybody thought he was damn Prince Charles. Everybody thought he was, the luckiest guy in the world. But he was older. He just, was an adult, and...
Like a 20-year-old adult or like a 30-year-old adult? It gets exponentially creepier, right? And if you just graduated and you're 18 and your girlfriend's 17, that shit is completely normal, But if you're 19 and she's 17, people start to look a little sideways. That extra 12 months makes a big difference. If you're 20 and she's 17, people will get very upset with you. Even in places where it's legal, where it is legal in a few places, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, and if you are 35 and she's 17, you can't be a comedian anymore. I'll tell you that.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, who knows, bro?
Who knows?
I don't know.
But it's weird, what's legal versus what's okay. It really depends on men, right? Because with men, if a 17-year-old boy, if some 40-year-old lady fucks a 17-year-old boy, I'm like, all right, dude, how was it?
Yeah.
Is she crazy? What's going on? If she's hot and he's not coerced and drugged, who cares? But if a 40-year-old man is banging a 17-year-old girl, I get very upset.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting? Mm-hmm. It's a very different standard for men and women.
Well, now I think a lot of women can be they can manipulate men too.
Oh, of course they can. They've always been able to do that.
Right, but that never really kind of gets brought into context. Like a lot of older teacher women, they can manipulate a young fella.
Oh, they're getting busted all the time.
Yeah.
They're always getting busted. But they get this. Don't do that again. Hey, stop blowing kids. Yeah. That's what they get. They get a little slap on the wrist. They don't go to jail. Do they go to jail for blowing kids? No.
You think they don't?
No, I think they have a little fucking trial and everything, and they go, hey, get out of here. Just go. Crazy dick sucker.
Yeah, we're going to get you an Uber. You need to go home.
Unless she's trying to get the 17-year-old to impregnate her. Then you need to go to jail.
Yeah, I think
Ruin some 17-year-old's life.
With a kid, yeah.
Well, not just a kid with you. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just trying to bust a nut. Then all of a sudden he has the responsibility of raising a child, and you're making him get a job, and he's going to fucking pay bills. And, what about his future?
He's going to fail science, I know that.
Why?
Just because he's not going to be able to do it all. He's not going to be able to have the job and get to school and do it all and take care of the kid. I don't think a child,
Well, good news is it takes 9 months for the kid to come out. So you have 9 months of prep time where you get your shit together. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to look your best below the belt this summer. First up In this ultimate bundle is the Lawnmower 4.0, a trimmer with a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents, featuring an LED light for when you need a more precise shave. It's also fully waterproof. Once you feel safe wearing a Speedo, pack on some extras like the Manscaped Crop Preserver, a ball deodorant with aloe vera formulated specifically for lasting freshness. Ooh. You'll also get 2 free gifts, a pair of Manscaped boxers and a travel bag. You won't find a better bang for your buck than the Performance Package 4.0. So head to manscaped.com and use the code ROGAN for 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code ROGAN. Tap the banner or visit this episode's page to learn more. This episode is brought to you by AG1. Getting healthy is one thing, staying healthy is another. We've all been there, even me. We try some new health kick that's complicated or tiring, and big surprise, it lasts like a week and you're sick of it. You need a healthy foundation that can last, and that's why I love AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. And this is the important part. It's just 1 scoop in cold water every day. It's so easy that you won't get tired of it or put it off. And in fact, I love taking it. I love a quiet moment in the morning with my AG1. So what is it? Well, it's a science-driven formula of vitamins, probiotics, and whole food-sourced ingredients that support your brain, gut, and immune system. AG1 raises that baseline health with a simple daily routine so you can focus on everything else. And trust me, if you value your health and you value your time, you're going to love AG1. Order now and you get a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting AG vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/Rogan to check it out.
Do a lot of men, you think, use that time to really grow up when that's that? You think that's why God made it that long of a time period?
I do not think God had men in mind when he was doing that. No. If there is a God, I think they just wanted to make sure that the baby's a complicated organ, or complicated organism, rather. Very complicated. More complicated than any other child of any other animal that's ever been born. Human babies are the weirdest.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they come out so vulnerable. Every other animal comes out and they can move around. For the most part. Although I did see a deer just a couple of days ago on my street. I was going for a walk and the mama deer bounced off a little, and I saw this little tiny baby deer squatted down and laid down in the grass, because that's what they do when they're really, really young, because they can't run away from anything. So their best strategy is to kind of blend in and hide. That's why they have those white dots all over their body. The white dots, like say if they're in grass, the white dots obscure their shape. So predators might not see. And I think there's something about their smell. Google that. We have Google what is the smell of newborn fawns, because I think there's like some strategy that nature has with their smell. Yeah, the baby deer has no scent, so predators that may depend on their sense of smell have difficulty finding the young deer. The mother, always close at hand, tends to circle back towards where her baby lies to get the attention of the predator. Yeah, that's what they did with us. So
they're like that deer. They're like that.
Oh, it's false. It says it's false. Oh, this one's... Where the fuck is the first one from? The Henderson State University. What a shit fucking university. No, go to the top. Is that where it's from? That's it. What a fucking... Hey, I got my fucking degree from Henderson. Dan Henderson. He's the principal. I asked him what baby deer smell like. He goes, what are you, a fucking douchebag? Smelling deers? This is false. Oh, fucking pop-up for a fucking outdoor tactical backpack. This is false. Their unique scent is how their mothers identify them. In fact, they urinate on their tarsal glands daily, even when just a few days old.
Oh, they're freaks, man.
They're pissing on themselves, going crazy. Elk piss on themselves when they're horny.
Really?
Yeah, their dick is hard and their dick flops up and down when they scream. They go, their dick flops and they start pissing all over themselves. They piss all over themselves.
I've never been that.
Look at this guy.
I've never been that horny.
This dude's horny. Fuck. And he's a young fella. That's not a big elk. Even though they're big, because they're all big. But that is like a smaller elk. That's like a 300-inch elk. if I had to guess. Cam Hanes might correct me. Look at his dick, though. He's scratching on the ground, and he's trying to get his scent
He
everywhere.
got that limb on him, huh?
Look, he's got his dick's flopping around. See, he's pissing all over himself.
That thing got,
And then he's laying around. He's like, oh, they want to fuck so bad.
That's Joe's juice right there.
You know
That
what's-
thing is serving, huh?
You know what's crazy about them? They're only horny like that for like a month.
Yeah, thank God, dude. They would ruin a schoolyard. I mean, that thing.
Oh, they do ruin
If
schoolyards.
they ran onto a schoolyard.
If they're horny and people get stupid, oh, take a selfie. They get fucking speared. Like a 700-pound super athlete.
I would hate having that much wiener, I feel like.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't know until you have it. You just have to find the right gals.
No, I don't think so. You think so?
I think so.
I feel.
Oh, no. Don't show me this. Don't show me this.
Shit, I think this one was okay. This actually wasn't the one I was looking for.
Oh,
Another
you
one-
crazy bitch. Get the fuck away from that thing.
It just
Jesus
happened to-
Christ.
The bison kind of attacked, but it didn't keep
What is-
attacking.
Why are people so goddamn stupid for the gram? You know how many people have died taking selfies? I saw this video the other day on Instagram. This lady who died taking a selfie on the side of a cliff.
And can you imagine too the because you know what's going on. There's a moment where you realize, oh, I'm taking a selfie and I'm gonna die.
No, I don't think they realize it until it's too late.
She was posing for a picture here, and the bison sort of just said, "Get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, he just gave her a little of that. Like, get the fuck away. Ay. Look at her. She's so uncoordinated.
Yeah, she
With her
was
stupid backpack filled with fucking Capri Suns. It's falling down. Dope. Fucking potato chips in her backpack and shit.
Oh, dude, I saw a monkey at a young black woman fight over a bag of chips. There's a bunch of those. If you
Monkeys
look
will
up
steal your shit.
Cambodia, yeah,
They
they don't
will
care.
steal your shit. They will run up on your table and steal your food right off your plate. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Give me that sandwich. And they just run off with it.
They don't care, man.
They don't care. Did you hear about, was it India where the monkeys started jacking puppies? In India, a dog killed a monkey, so these monkeys went on a rampage and started chucking puppies off roofs.
Oh,
They would carry puppies to the top of roofs and fucking chuck them off the roofs.
like a Maltese.
Yeah, monkeys blamed for hundreds of puppy deaths captured in India. So they'd bring them up to the top of a fucking building and throw them. Villagers claim
Maltese, though.
animals were carrying out revenge killings after dogs killed an infant monkey. Speaking of which, have you seen what's going on with orcas? So a female orca, the matriarch, the head of this female orca pack, the head of this orca
And when you
pack,
say
right?
orcas, what are you talking about?
Killer whales.
Oh, damn. All right.
That's an orca.
Oh, God.
So they started sinking boats, and they're teaching each other how to sink boats. Apparently, this boat fucked up one of these orcas. Because sometimes what happens is something will go wrong and a propeller will hit. They've happened all the time with sharks. It's happened with whales. Propellers will fuck up a dolphin. Or
Oh
an
yeah,
orca.
my friend Dave got pushed off a boat and he got hit by it. When we went over him. He got pushed off the front
Oh, jeez.
and it fucking hit him. Yeah, I'm not sure. He wasn't that great to start off with, but it didn't help him. But I don't think it harmed him much. You know, it's like
It
I don't
helps
wanna-
some people. Some people get whacked and it helps them.
It helps them.
You know, that Kinnison and Roseanne are my two favorite examples. They
That's
both
true,
get hit
huh?
by cars. Wildest people I know. Well, I don't know Kinnison, but I know Roseanne real well. She got hit by a fucking car when she was 15. Bad. She was in a mental institution for 9 months afterwards.
That's
She couldn't. She was a straight A student. She couldn't count afterwards. She couldn't do math. Couldn't do anything.
That's unreal.
She got the lady. There was a. She was driving towards the sun, and the lady couldn't see, and Roseanne walked right into the street when she was 15 and got fucking clipped by a car from back then. You know those big old fucking sleds,
Oh, this thing's
some
meant it.
Caprice or something like that. Some giant fucking.
Those LTVs or whatever.
Yeah. Some big ass stupid fucking car just cracked her. So the so this is an orca attack in Portugal. So they started doing this. They say the boat something hit us. So this is from 2021. But what I'm talking about is very recently.
Yeah, no, this was in the article that was
Oh.
explaining it. This is just an example of it, like they call it.
So it's happening quite a bit off the Iberian coast. The Iberian orcas has taught at least 9 other whales to attack and destroy rudders.
Wow. And so
Bro.
it's like a Middle Eastern thing.
I just think it's a thing with a particular area where the orcas in that particular area have had problems with people.
I see.
And so they've decided to let them know who the fuck is their boss.
Take action.
Yeah, they're fucking up people's boats.
Hard to tell what's happening in the video, but they explain.
Bro, I'd bring fish. I'd be like, I'm not that dude. I'm your friend.
Yep.
Here's a mackerel.
Here's a mackerel. Here's a can of tuna. I would bring them.
Yeah, but they might be a little upset about the can.
I'd put it on a plate. I'd plate it for them.
I don't think they like plates either.
Oh, that's a good point, huh?
An actual full mackerel's the way to go. You know, tuna's just for us. Like tuna fish in a can.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that one fish we decided to just fucking can up all the time? Like turn into sandwiches, everything.
Yeah.
Like tuna salad, tuna this, tuna that. It's all tuna.
Yeah, tuna really it's gotten the brunt of it, huh?
Oh my God.
I bet other fish like,
Thank God we're not tuna.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like the most canned fish ever,
Yeah.
right? Like what gets canned? They can some salmon,
Yeah, but canned salmon, I think, is a little pricier, too.
much more. There's a really good company, I forget what the company's called, but they do wild caught. They all do line caught salmon, so you get wild salmon, not raised, and then they can it. So it's real good for you.
My sister used to have a bass that was in their house, and it was like, it couldn't even turn around in the tank.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I don't think it minded.
I bet it did.
I don't know.
Of course it did.
It lived there for a long time.
That's what they say to guys in solitary. I don't think he runs.
yeah, that's true.
He's by himself in there. Especially if it's a bass, you can't talk to him. You know, he's probably like, get me the fuck out of here. I want to be on a lake. I
yeah.
want to be eating frogs, you cunt.
He's just watching Cops out of one eye with my sister.
He's watching 90 Day Fiance. What the fuck is wrong with people? Keep me in this goddamn bowl. I'm a bass. You stupid fuck. I used to have piranhas.
Yeah, of course you did, man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't think you did?
I had this one house that I lived in when I was living by myself. There was like an indoor courtyard to this house. And I literally actually consulted construction people. I was going to create like a miniature Jurassic Park in this courtyard. I was going to seal it off and put crocodile monitors in and have like a little hatch where I could release a rabbit.
And watch him kill it?
And watch him kill it, yeah. But then I had like a come to Jesus moment. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
Well, I think it would be, I would like to have a small something like that maybe in the home, you know?
I did like having the piranhas.
And was that where you, and were you, was it like a goal of yours, do you think? Or were you just like, okay, this is my first place, I want to design it how I want? Or were you just,
It was.
because that's a big thing to think about.
It was first getting money.
Yeah.
First thing I got with money, I got a nice car. Ooh, got a nice car now. And then I was like, what other shit can I have? Like, I didn't have any responsibilities back then. I was 27. Free. Free as a bird. And I just was buying stupid shit. You know, I had 3 pit bulls.
Dang, bro, that's sick,
They
dude.
were great dogs, though.
Yeah.
They're the best dogs. Well, I don't say that. My dog is the best dog. The golden retriever, they're the best pet ever. They're just so full of love. And they're just so. But there's something about pit bulls, man. They're just so loyal. They love you so much.
Really? You think more than a different type of dog?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I wonder if we could tell. I wish we could tell how much dogs love us or not, you know?
My dog is like so domesticated. He's so sweet, and he's not like remotely threatening to anybody. Anybody who comes over the house, you're my best friend. Like if you come over my house tonight, he'd be like, Theo! He'd be like so happy, he'd be whining and running around you in circles and stuff. He just loves everybody.
Wow.
But pit bulls are like, they just have so much more tenacity. They're so angry.
Yeah.
They're just so full of fucking and they just want to play and just want to kiss you, and they just like, they're so full of life.
Yeah, they'll fucking hug you till you're dead.
Oh,
too.
they want to. When I would come home from work, my dogs would literally like just jump on me, jump on me. I would lay on the ground, they would just swarm me, kiss me.
Yeah, they almost have ground game a little bit, huh?
They got a little ground game. I used to teach them.
Yeah?
I'd get side control on them. I teach them how to hip escape. I'd be like, bro, you got to put your paw here. Got to create space. I get him in a rear naked choke.
Y'all shrimp.
I take his back. He loved it.
Dude, my friend, when I was in the, I was in the busboy industry a long time ago, you know, and the first gay I ever met, the first gay dude I ever met, this dude Billy Conforto.
How old
right?
were you?
I was probably 14, right?
That was the first gay you ever met.
Yeah, that ever met straight on. There
Was
a-
he 14 too?
No, he was probably 30. So, and he was like the toughest gay dude. So he could like fight, and he was gay. Nobody'd ever seen it. You know?
That's scary for a homophobe.
Oh, totally.
Some dude will fuck you up and suck your dick.
Oh, that's the biggest fear.
Or make you suck his
That's the crazy part.
with no teeth. He punches all your teeth out.
Oh, that's got to be crazy. So that changed the game for a lot of homophobes because of like, who's this queer, you know?
dude.
And then you're like, oh, if that dude knocks me out and then makes love to me, it's going to be a 0 for 2 tonight. You know?
Yeah, that's a more than 2 points.
Yeah.
That's like a 10-8 round.
But Billy had pit bulls, and he sold weed and everything, and we'd get so high, and then I would get so scared of the dogs, man, that I had to go outside a lot of times.
yeah.
Because I couldn't. He was like more, he'd be a lot more comfortable around him and stuff, but I would get high, and then I would just get scared around the dogs.
Well, it's the dog that can kill you. That's
Right.
what's crazy. It's
That
like
was
they're
it.
they're real sweet and everything, and if you get a good one, you train them right and raise them right. They're so loyal and they're so affectionate, but the power that they have is so wild.
Yeah, I mean, Billy would put on like an Adidas tracksuit and make him like attack things in his yard and shit. So he was like,
Oh, so he was training him to be like that.
he was, but he also loved them. But he like also was like from a tough area, so you know there was a value in having the dogs be tough. And
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have that, right? They have dogs that are just protection
Yeah.
around their house all the time. If you live in a rough area, there's no better thing than dogs. They let you know when people are there. Everyone's scared of them. It's not, they'd rather break into a house that doesn't have dogs.
Oh, a lot of people, if they didn't have a dad, they would have a dog. You know,
I guess, yeah. Yeah, if you're young, yeah, you have a few dogs.
the wife would get a dog a lot of times if they didn't have a husband. I remember.
Yep.
But there was a lot of dangerous dogs in my neighborhood growing up.
The problem is when they get loose.
Oh yeah,
When you have dangerous dogs and you don't do a good job of containing them. I was always worried about my dog getting out. My dog Frank Sinatra, he was a pit bull that was bred for hog hunting in Hawaii. They breed them different, and they actually have longer ears. It's really interesting. They're almost like Labrador ears, because the whole idea is that they're picking up scent. You know, dogs pick up scent with their ears. That's why bloodhounds have those crazy long ears.
Really?
As they're running. It's like, you know how you fart and you like waft up the smell? Ooh, what is that? Jesus Christ. Well, dogs are doing that with their ears as they're running. They're wafting up these scents. So they can pick up little minuscule particles of scents as they're wafting up. And my pit bull had longer ears. He had ears almost like a Labrador, but he was a pure pit bull. Big fucking head, jacked body. And he would, like dogs would come, like dogs that were loose would come to the fence and fuck with him. And he would go crazy. He just couldn't get to them, and they would be fucking with him. And one dog pissed on his fence, like it just lifted his leg. A Labrador came by, pissed on his fence, and so he started slamming his head into the metal bars, like so his wrought iron metal bars, and he slams his head into the bar, and he's like mostly head, right? And pit bulls are like 50% head, and he's just like and he gets his fucking head through, and I hear all this noise, and I'm alone in the house, and then I hear this noise, and I look out the window, and I see Frank with his head like wedged between the bars, and I see this dog right outside the gate that was pissing, and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna get out, and so I run up to the fence, and I get to him right when his ass pops through he bent the bars, and he got out. And so it's me running down the street in my socks, chasing this dog.
Fucking
and
Andy Dufrank, baby.
he plowed this dog right into a pile of trash cans, right in my neighbor's trash cans, and I got a hold of his collar right before it got ugly. I'm like, motherfucker. So then I had to have another bar welded all around the perimeter of my fence to keep him from separating the bars. So this Israeli dude came over here, and he was the welder guy and the fence guy, you know. And he's like, what happened to your fence? And I said, the dog did it. He goes, this fucking fence? This dog bent this fucking fence with his head? I go, yeah, the dog peed out there. He goes, bro. I go, yeah, that's a crazy dog. It's a different kind of dog.
Oh, that's Mike Perry, dude.
It's
That's
a different kind of dog.
Yeah.
Different kind of dog. They don't